Here we go then. Decide a map at the NQR final. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And I'm turning on ignore Gizmo specs because I can't take this spam. So, what happened at the start? I couldn't see any more info lines because of the spam on my cam.
CMF got 10, CMF got RO, Slacker's got quad ring.
Who got the rocket launcher and is he still alive?
I don't know if he's alive.
Need some help here. Helpo, helpo. Oh, look, guess where he spawns? Guess where he spawns?
I'm walking on spawn, boys. Na, 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 na. Nice defense by Angua, not very hard to kill that guy.
We just heard from Manu that the first rocket launcher was dead. Fix has picked up a third one. Insane gets second quad without a weapon, and then gets shafted by Mr. Angua. Oh, and Fix just gets flooded at yellow. Slacker's flooding, like you say, is very good, and they did a great job of penning in Fix at the bridge area. But it really didn't help that Murdoch spawned behind him. It's bad enough when you've got enemies fighting you on one side, but when you got them on two. Angua's been flushed out of red armor by Paradox. Who got that rocket launcher? Fix did. And he's still got it. He's at yellow armor. He hasn't got much health left. He's got plenty of armor. Got full yellow, in fact. Is he going to have enough to go for this quad? He's going to need some help. Dragon's got plenty of health and a grenade launcher, so he's going to be tough to take down. Paradox takes it with red armor and no weapon. Here he comes to take out Fix. Fix does well to avoid leaving the pack this time. It was one of the notable features of that first dm3, wasn't it? Kept saying how many packs were left.
Dragon's doing a harvester here at red armor. It'll be fun to see if they try to attack him, see what he knows with the pineapple. Looks like Insane just got a rocket launcher. Don't know how much armor he's got.
Yeah, let's, I'm going to switch to his point of view, see what's going on with him. He's got 47 yellow armor, 64 health. He's at yellow armor, he's got 8 rockets. He's being flooded a little bit now, but Paradox comes in to help. He's able to take yellow armor, so he's got yellow armor and a bit of health. He's now down to 44. I'll stop saying because I'm sure you can see what's going on. He's damaged by HLT shaft and he's forced away towards Pent, so he's not going to be able to go for this quad. Paradox is with shaft but no cells. So he's his aim now will be to go for that red armor and then go for the cells at SNG. He takes down Murdoch just to get his cells. Now, do you think that's selfish play or is that good? He's taken out a teammate with a weapon.
Yeah, that was quite a radical move, but looks like it pays off. Yeah.
It's not uncommon to see people doing that when their teammate doesn't have a weapon, but when he has a shaft and your team doesn't have many people with weapons anyway, it's a bit strange. Anyway, Slackers have now got control of red armor with Insane there.
I'm sure he wouldn't pass his teammates all the time.
Looks like there's a good battle going on at red armor. Insane's forced Angua back to yellow armor, I think. Insane goes in to attack him now. Angua's at quad. Angua gets in a good few hits. He desperately needs some help though. He's taken down, quad goes down, and Insane hoovers the pack up like a Dyson. Doesn't have a bag. Insane, the world's first bagless Quake player. Anyway, he's the only. Well, he might not be the only rocket launcher. He's the only one that I'm aware of.
It's amazing. One rocket launcher in the game.
Paradox has just picked one up. So Slacker's. He got taken down by Angua after he took it. Murdoch has got shaft. Got to be careful that Paradox doesn't kill him. Fix has got RL and he just took yellow. So CMF have got someone to go for this pent. Insane. Rocket jumps up, so he's taken off some of his armour. He didn't have much to start with, so he's going to be vulnerable now, but he's got quite a good vantage point for where it's standing there. Battle for this pent could be interesting. As Murdoch, great shaft aim by Murdoch.
Oh.
And Fix just manages to avoid leaving a pack. So credit to Fix there. But great shaft aim by Murdoch to hoist him up in the air. And in the end, Fix was just on his own. He didn't have any help. Well, it looks like even if he picks up this rocket launcher, he's probably not going to be able to do much damage with it with Pent. He's finishing now. He's only got 60 health. Oh, and he's left a pack there, which Paradox picked up. So they've now got 2 rocket launchers. Para has, well, he's sort of medium strength in terms of his armour and health. And a chance for Slackers to sort of do some fragging and take advantage of this red armour control which they've enjoyed for most of the opening period. CMF are playing very defensively, aren't they? You haven't seen much of them sort of sneaking around SNG or, you know, really putting pressure on Slackers at red armour. It's all been sort of sneaking around yellow armour, bridge, pent, and then going for quads. Did quad die?
I think in order to save
this
game, they need to gain control of yellow. That's the only way they're going to put a drastic end to this. Otherwise, CMF will just keep on building and building their attacking quad. They're doing so well on my end.
It comes back to that point again about having control and not making frags while you've got it. They do have a lead, but it's not a very big one. CMF Angler penning Insane in from quad, having a little bit of help at ring. That's good team play. I'm not sure what time quad's coming. It's coming around 51. Dragon comes in with his grenade launcher. Angler's forced down, so that's good play by Dragon. The saboteur roll, and it means Insane could come in, take that slightly delayed quad.
Needs a replacement there. Slacker's got 2 RLs, so Murdoch's at SNG, I think.
Angler's got rocket, just picked up an RL. I don't know, I haven't seen Fix in a death message for a while, so he could well have something. You often don't hear from him for a while, and then he just comes out of nowhere with, you know, lots of stuff. Angler just bored, and Dragon got the pack. So another rocket launcher for Slackers, and still haven't overtaken. Dragon's just bored again. There's the pack. Murdoch just managed to go and guard it. No CMF attack on this quad, it seems. And they're continuing to play very defensively here, just making sure they stay in control of yellow armour. Sane trying to attack yellow now. There goes Fix into the water. Good shaft aim by both him and HLT. Are we going to see an attack from yellow high? No. We saw Fix do that on the last map. I think he was gone because he'd gone down into the water. It was a bit risky. Great pressure from Slackers at yellow armour. 2 main characteristics of their dm3 play. I would say the pressure they put on red armour when they're not in control, and the pressure they put on high bridge when they are. Anyway, they're still not ahead. It's remarkable.
Yeah, they're playing very good, not giving away frags for nothing.
Yeah, I guess you've got to say it's not just that Slackers aren't getting frags, it's that CMF aren't giving them away. And it looks like Slackers might just be about to catch up.
I can see a Dragon quad now for a change. It was a while ago. Let's see what he can do.
Fifi's got yellow armour and rocket launcher, yeah. Fifi and Fix have both got rocket launchers around yellow. And this quad run could be absolutely crucial. Because the pent is in 30 seconds or so. If he can take down those 2 RLs, then it gives them a big advantage when it comes to going for pent. And obviously from CMF's
Oh,
point of view,
yeah,
if they
all
can
rockets.
take down the quad, then they've got one less enemy to bother about. And they have done that. Good play by Fix.
Oh, fuck.
Fifi in the meantime snuck up to the lifts. And the situation going into this pent is that CMF have a 5 frag lead. They have 2 rocket launchers there. Insane coming from the water. It's all a bit load of carnage, and HLT comes out on top. And he finally kills Paradox. So CMF have got a foothold back into this game. Fifi's got the quad as well.
Got quad as well. And Angwar's
Didn't see who got ring.
loaded with 140 health,
Angwa got ring, yeah.
200 armor and ring.
Yeah, HLT's left the armour for... oh no, he hasn't. Angwa's out at the ring there. Great opportunity for CMF now.
They made a lineup change letting HLT play dm3. Angwar told us
Yeah.
they were planning on using use.
Well, maybe they decided to play the first 3 maps and let everyone play and then see what happens. Because in my opinion, I think HLT is better than Vor, who played the first dm3. I guess it would be a toss-up between Yus and HLT, but HLT was very impressive against Fragmatic in the semi-finals, so they're keeping faith with him here. He's going to have a chance with this quad, I think.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
This astonishing game continues. So they've now got Fix with RL as well. And Dragon's just bought a Fifi, so they have 4 rocket launchers, I think. Fix, Angua, Fifi, yes, they have 4 rocket launchers, CMF. This is the time when they've really got to shut the door on that rape closet and frag their way into a big lead. They've got to be looking at getting the next, well, 3 or 4 quads at the very least. That's fantastic aim by HLT. Takes out a dangerous shaft enemy who could have done great damage to him. And he gets the pack as well. What a crucial period this could be between... Yeah, that pent was crucial, I think. Because this is now a really important time with CMF having... Well, still, yeah, Fifi has died. But CMF have got 3 rocket launchers, I think. Oh, Fix has died as well.
Oh!
HLT died there, and Angor is the only rocket launcher left now. So they've lost them all in, what, in just over a minute, apart from one. Nice movement.
I regret.
Oh, that's good play, but he's damaged himself a little bit there. Well, the lead comes up to 30 frags, so they've done well to increase that lead quickly. If you remember, they were leading by 5 frags when they got the pent, so they've increased it by nearly 30 frags now in just under 3 minutes.
It's quite an increasement.
Yeah, it's impressive, and it's just shows what slackers were missing out on when they weren't fragging. Anyway, Angler's not the only rocket launcher for them anymore. HLT has one as well. That's great rocket launcher aim on Paradox. He's got a shaft there at quad. Can he take him out? He can with HLT's help. And HLT gets quad. Next couple of minutes could decide this final. Or at least go some way to doing so. Well, Pax at the rockets there and Fix manages to sweep them up. HLT's got to be thinking about attacking yellow armour here. Well, we took one down, but he didn't leave a pack. That's kind of an important point to remember. But good defensive play by Slackers at yellow armour. They were ready for him. I wonder what's Fix doing here. 34 frags, 6 minutes, just over left. We've got 1 minute and a bit until the final pent. And Benny, what is it going to be? Benny?
Yeah.
What's the final pen?
I'd say it's quite crucial actually.
I'm just going on Babelfish so you can tell you what that is in a few different languages. In the meantime, Paradox has managed to get quad with Shaft, and it looks like Insane and Murdoch have both got rocket launchers. Insane's just bored though, and HLT got the pack. So certainly an opportunity for Slackers to get back into it. It's an important time.
Okay, this pen has to be taken much like this. Oh, he showed himself. Should not have done that.
Yeah. And Slackers are surely going to get this pent now, and you'd have to say that they're going to be favourites to take the map if they get it. Comes angry with the shaft. He didn't have enough health. His opponent had too much equipment to for him to deal with. Very fast movement here by Murdoch, sweeping through the important areas. There's Angler. He's got a rocket launcher. And Murdoch knows it. He's chasing him. And rocket jumps to quad. Wrangler with a stolen quad. That's nice play. Bounced him down. And again, that's nice play. Pent runs out in a few seconds. He's going to have no armour if he's chasing him here. He's not. He's decided to go back. It's sensible. Sensible play.
It's called Captain Lotta Lek.
Changes to Angler here. He's got an opportunity to attack red armour with some help here. Fix coming from the tunnel. Takes out Dragon. Takes out Paradox. So CMF have retaken red armour with 4 minutes to go and a frag lead of 18. Oh, Angler's aim not very good there. 4 rockets wasted pretty much, firing at nothing. Or into the wall where it wasn't really worth firing at. Quad coming around 40, 41 sort of area. CMF there in numbers, they know how important it is. And they don't lose control of the map now. Fifi's just taken a pack from Insane using the shaft. This is so hectic. This is tense. I don't know if anyone saw this week's Prison Break, but this game, this map, is right up there in terms of tension.
Yeah.
But will the fat guy try and go across the rope at the end and cause everything to break? Good play by good reactive play by Angler there. There comes Power with the he rocket jumped up to try and escape and he left the pack. The risk didn't pay off. Murdoch picked up the pack and now Fix has got to be on his guard. HLC's there helping.
I don't think so.
Ooh, this is going to be a close finish.
This guy.
Well, that was Murdoch. He had a weapon. He's been taken down. Here comes Insane. Here comes Murdoch and Paradox. It's such carnage again at the quad area. Dragon's managed to escape up to red. And then Paradox takes down the quad man. Here's Dragon with RL and HLT. And HLT gets the pack.
Fuck.
Silly play in the end. By Dragon leaving the pack there. We've got 2 minutes 20 left and 22 frags for Slackers to catch up if they are going to win the NQR final. HLT's in trouble here. Paradox is clearly as well because he's had to retreat. And he goes out to ring, that was dangerous. And now Slackers have got red armour under control. Benny, do you remember what was the situation in terms of frag lead with around 2 minutes left in the first dm3?
From the final, what do you mean?
In the first dm3, when there was 2 minutes left, how many frags was CMF up by?
No, I don't recall that. Sorry.
I remember it being very close when the last minute turned.
What's he doing?
20 frags in a minute is very difficult to get on dm3, so let's just see what the difference is when the minute turns. If it's 20, we're going to see a very, very tight finish. It's 21. What do you think, Ben? Call it now.
I do not think that'll happen. No, won't happen. Not a chance.
Well, 4 players slow spawning for 5 seconds. They can be fragged 12 times each in a minute. So that's a total of 60 frags possible. But this is now CMF's map. Yeah, I think this is gone. They've not caught up any frags in the first half of this last minute, and CMF are going to win their second NQR title on the decider map, and they've done what Slackers did to them in NQR4 by coming back from 2 maps down to win 3-2. What a final this has been. What an incredible spectacle. We've had it all. We've had players timing out, we've had great quad runs, incredible balls, packs being left, you know, great action by both teams, great individual skills, fantastic team play, and, you know, even the old SR Luck classic as well. It's just been a great game to watch. And CMF win in the end by just 16 frags on the decider map. They win 3-2, and they are the NQR9 Gold Cup champions.
It's amazing. Fucking amazing. Bear in mind that Fifi said after Slackers for the lead with 2-0, he said, well, 3-2 is nice, and I guess he was right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw in the CMF match report coming up afterwards that they say something like, you know, we decided that we wanted to play 5 maps, so we let them win the first 2 maps. That's sort of the classic CMF response. But wow, what a game. What a game, and a match befitting any final, I think. Do you want to just summarise how do you think it went? How did CMF go about coming back and turning around that 2-0 deficit?
Well,
what a game.
It was amazing. I'd say CMF's triumph card was not being spawn fragged when they were not in control. They just kept on being outspread, having weapons all the time, doing damage, going for quad. Oh, I think they played by the book, to be honest, aside from some balls and stuff like that happened.
Yeah, that was surely one of the greatest games I've seen in years. Wow.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get some Slacker players here and hopefully some CMF players so we can have some interviews. I'm just gonna ask Paradox. Hold on.
Yeah, Paradox have promised us an interview, so.
Okay, cool. So CMF won.
Yep.
I mean, I was looking at the game and Slackers were leading with 2-0. I thought, oh, they're going to probably lose the first E1M2, but they're going to win the second one. But they got rate even bigger on the second E1M2 and then choose dm3. I'm not quite sure why they even went with, I mean, I don't know why they choose dm3 instead of dm2.
Well, dm3 have been Slacker's greatest map throughout the times, according to me. And if you look back at the dm2 game, CMF was actually taking the map back, and I think if Angor wouldn't have disconnected, they might have been able to get a stronger quad. Fix got it with like 80 health, and he was the only RL left. So if HLT with his red armor could have passed through TLA and got that quad instead of looking at Angor disconnecting, I think that outcome could have been a much more closer outcome. So with that in mind, I think that Slackers felt that they would probably take down dm3. It would be a quite fair game, but, well, it was a quite fair game, but CMF took it down, and I think they played better Quake today, and I'm happy for them.
Someone's just mentioned to me on IRC that one of the key factors could have been CMF bringing in HLT for the final 3 maps. What factor do you think that had on the outcome, Benny?
It's hard to say. To be honest, I don't think it would have made such a difference. I mean, the other CMF players were playing very good, but as Manu said, they didn't really get warm in their clothes until they got that 2 maps in a row in, and I don't think HLT would have made such a big difference. He came in and he did his job accordingly.
He played very well on that last dm3, definitely, and whenever we saw him on E1M2, he seemed to be doing a decent job, mainly doing support roles, but also popping up with the rocket launcher occasionally. But he seems like he was a really key player in that last 10 minutes on the set on the last dm3, so credit to him for that.
Yeah, did a really good job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep, boys. Just wanna, before you go on, I just wanna thank all the listeners, Gaz, Sasa, Sanna, and all the celebrity countdowns, even the one that didn't count down. And congratulations to CMF. Thank you for playing a great game. Congratulations to Slackers for the second place. I'll sleep well, mates. Mwah.
Yeah, good
Well,
night.
it was nice having you here. Okay, we got Para here now. Sasha, do you want to take
Do you
it?
want to do the interview?
Welcome, Para. You guys just lost 3-2. You had a 2-0 lead, and you lost 2 straight E1M2, and then you choose dm3. Why dm3 and not dm2?
Well, it was just 50-50. Didn't matter if you took dm2 or dm3.
Well, actually, you won dm3 in the first round with only 1 frag, and on dm2 you had a much bigger lead. And with Insane's good dm2 skills, I thought that dm2 was a first choice for Slackers.
Yeah, well, we played pretty bad in the first dm3, so we thought we could do better.
Yeah, I mean it's really great that no one really thought about having Slackers in the finals except for you 4 in Slackers, and you were saying all the time, oh, we're going to make it to the finals, we're going to make it to the finals, and here you are, here you were, and you played a fantastic games, and I was really impressed on DM2. But what happened on E1M2? You guys said that against LA you changed the tactics. Didn't that tactical change help you against CMF?
Well, I can't remember both EM1 and 2 games, but I mean, we got some bad starts and we didn't get enough quads. They got a lot of rocket launchers and they kept them alive. And it was kind of like we were split up. We always had 2 in each end of the map and we couldn't support each other. Every time we needed help at yellow, someone tried to come from crossing and there was a rocket launcher at grenade launcher splitting us up. And same the other way around, so it was kind of chaotic for us and we played some really bad games on E1 and 2. We're going to have to work more on that because the game against LA where we won, everything just came together and we had a good flow, but we didn't today on E1 and 2, so we're going to have to work some more on the consistency in the game.
Yeah. So you guys have still EQL to play. You're doing pretty good there at the moment. So what will you do to change your kind of team play on E1M2 to win against CMF if you get to play them again?
Well, that's going to be an internal talk with Slackers. Going to have to review the games from tonight and what we did right against LA, and then we'll have some more to talk about, but it's not going to be here.
Hi Pyro, it's Gaz here. Just from watching those games, it was incredibly tense, and I said during my commentary that it was about as tense as watching that episode of Prison Break from this week. What was it like to play in, and did you feel that the high pressure situation affected the game at all from your point of view and from your team's?
Yeah, it did a bit, especially towards the end on both DM3s. The first one we got control over red armor during, I think it was last 5 minutes after the last pent. And CMF got control over the yellow. And every minute from there on, they camped quad and we attacked quad. And it seemed like nobody really got the big control because we kind of split the rocket launchers up every time after the quad. So it was kind of the big clash every time. But we were gaining on them in frags. And I thought we should just keep doing that, keep the red, get some rocket launchers to quad. But it was really tense because I wanted to get out to the quad as soon as possible because I knew CMF was going to storm it. But we were always a few seconds late, so they always got 2-3 rocket launchers out there. So it was really tense. Yeah, I think this this lineup hasn't gone so far in the tournament before, so we're gonna have to play more official games, try and make the big games seem less important, because there's a lot of maps in the finals. There's 5 maps. No reason to be that nervous, and I think that affected us a bit today, and not so much against LA, because we were not the favorites in that game, and we could kind of play a bit more free. I was counting on winning today, but seems we got some work ahead.
Well, it sure was a close call all down to the last seconds. So I think that we all enjoyed the game. I, for once, was very stunned about the first 2 wins. Seemed pretty easily for you Slackers to take it home. But then CMF came back, and well, they played very well. And yeah, it was a very interesting game to watch.
And I think we were probably a bit overconfident on the E1 and 2 in retrospect, seeing the LA game, because I think that was really our only good E1 and 2 game, and it kind of overshadowed all the previous game we played. So I'm not really that surprised we lost E1 and 2 twice in a row. I think our strength is the team play, and CMF had some really good E1 and 2 players, and we're going to have to get some more routine on E1 and 2 and better team play going if we're going to take a team down like CMF.
Do you think that we were talking on the commentary about, from CMF's point of view, how important it was for them to win 2 maps in a row in terms of momentum and confidence? Do you think it had any effect on that last dm3 that you lost those 2 maps in a row?
Oh yeah, definitely, because I thought we were stronger on dm2, and I actually thought we were stronger on dm3 too, but we just played a bad first round, and I was kind of blaming it on we were being a bit nervous. We didn't focus too much in the first round, but now that we had 4 games played, we should play a lot better. But I think the scales tipped over again because we lost 2 games. So we shouldn't be nervous, but then we lost 2 games, and then it was kind of down again, and we're kind of 50-50 on what map to choose.
Yeah, we were.
2 map losses definitely had an effect.
Yeah, we were very curious as to what the last map was going to be after those first 2. I have to say that the big difference between watching this Slackers team now and the one that was winning all those NQRs before, and I mentioned it several times, is that when you had control, you didn't make frags quickly enough, really, and CMF did, and that was the difference on E1 M2 and then on the final dm3 in the end. That little period of control they had in between the 3rd and 4th pent just gave them that little bit of a cushion. And do you think that's something that you've got to work on?
Well, that's a big factor in 4 and 4, because I noticed it as well at dm2. I think we got a pretty good start, and we got like 70 frag lead. And I was feeling pretty confident on winning dm2 because we had such a good lead and we got a lot of spawn frags going. And I also remembered, because this was kind of the opposite of the old Slackers team, where we frag a lot when we have control and we don't die so much when we're not in control. And this was kind of just the opposite for us during this game. And we just haven't had so many big games yet. I think it's more noticeable now in NQR finals. So maybe it's going to help us making the team better in the future.
Yeah, I guess. You're up against a very experienced side in terms of the number of big games they've played in. You look at Fifi, Fix, and Angua, HLT, US. They've played in a lot of big games before, and you compare it to people like. Obviously yourself, you've played in a lot, but and Insane's played in a couple. But Murdoch and Dragon are new to it, and they did very well. And I think that given them some more practice and more big games, we're going to see Slackers continuing to be right at the top.
I still think it's fun and to develop a team again and try and play amongst the best teams out there, because there's a few very good teams still active. We got Ferromatics and TVS got Goldjet's playing for them now, and CMF's always good. Firing Squad's always to be reckoned with because we got Spoinka, Repi, and Racer. So there's still a lot of competition out there, and it's just exciting to see the players develop.
Yeah.
And you have SD with Sasa.
Yep.
So, Para, I've heard that Hib is coming back and that you have made a bid on him during the silly season that's coming up right now. Any comments?
During what season? And no, I haven't spoken.
Silly season.
The silly season, did you
I
say?
don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I don't either.
But what
never mind.
What I do know is that I haven't talked to Hip in a long time. I think the last time was at Christmas, where he said, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That was the last I heard of him. I'm not sure he would be interested in playing for Slackers again. He might be just a free agent like Rockware. He could kind of choose and pick whatever clan he wanted to play with. When he got access again, he chose LA. I doubt Hip is going to choose LA, but he might play for CMF or some other Finnish clan. But I haven't heard of him coming back, so maybe it's an empty rumor.
Just an interesting bit of trivia to finish this interview off. That second E1M2 game, I think I've worked out, was the highest scoring match in an NQR final ever, with 487 frags scored in total.
Wow. Well, we never gave up. We never gave up fragging, even though we were 80 or 70 frags behind with a couple of minutes left. They were hiding at Rocket Launcher and Start and Mega, and we just tried to get a lot of frags in the end. That's usually what happens on E1 and 2. You know you can't win, and then you're going to hide somewhere, and the enemy comes with the quad and clears everything up, and you get a lot of spawn frags. So, yeah.
I got to give you that, Slackers, that I thought that you came back pretty good. You couldn't win the map. CMF had pretty good control with 5 minutes left, but you narrowed it down to about 45 frags difference instead of 80. So that's quite nice, after all.
Yeah, it usually happens like that because the enemy doesn't care about the last few minutes when they already won, so they're just going to fool around at Start or Omega. So the losing team's always going to shorten the gap a bit in the last few minutes.
Alright, I've got to head off, so thank you for coming on and being a good sport and discussing the match so frankly with this Paradox. And good luck in EQL and the next NQR.
Yeah, thanks and congratulations to CMF. Good games.
Yeah, that was all for tonight, guys. Thank you all for everything. We have the EQL games coming up, and we have an NQR Summer Cup hopefully coming up. So stay tuned on www.quakeworld.nu. Good fight and good night.
Good night.